Hola, yo soy la Ozita, and this is the strange story of how I went from being in captivity to becoming a national laughingstock to representing another country, Luxembourg, in Eurovisn't. People assume because I'm a polar bear I must come from the North Pole, or maybe, if they're very silly, the South Pole. I've never been to the Great North, but that's where my parents were born. They told us lots of stories. I consider my homeland to be Cádiz, Andalusia, Spain, in that order. I had never been outside of the zoo where I was born in Jerez de la Frontera. It was quite a difficult life for us because we were constantly being watched, sometimes being taunted by little kids. We had this sensation, not just physically being caged, but also mentally, of never being able to explore beyond a few meters between our bars. And also this sensation of always being watched, never having any privacy. We had the desire to get out, to see the wilder world, to be able to go to connect with our ancestors in our original land, and also to see other countries too. I mean, people had come from around the world to see us, but we hadn't even seen Spain, our own country, to be able to go around Spain without fear of getting confined again. So one day, after our parents, who didn't want to leave, they died, we tried to escape. It was a huge risk because if we were caught, we knew we'd never get another chance to escape again. So we went into the forest and we hid, and it was a difficult life, foraging, and I'd say it was more of an existence than a life really. But one day we had a little stroke of luck because we met La Princesita, who had also run away from home. And with them we learnt about music, and they gave us the hope of being able to live with the humans. They had the idea that maybe if we could become famous with my music, with their dancing and performance, then maybe we'd finally get accepted in the outer world. So we decided to do a gig, the cabalgata, which is a parade on the Three Kings Day. But it was an absolute disaster because I had a problem with my neck, like a fracture, and I spent the entire parade with my head at a weird degree, tilted, and everybody was just laughing in our faces. At the Princesita as well, they thought that they looked very, very strange and behaved strange. And it was just so unpleasant to have everybody just laughing in our faces. But it became worse because the days afterwards, we realized that we become a national sensation, and people were making memes about us, joking about us on the social media, just, all these cruel things. I thought I'd never be able to show my face on the street again without people just mocking me. I was really desperate. But then came a shiver of hope in the darkness, because a friend of one of the Princesita offered us to go and get our redemption by performing in KLE in Luxembourg. I didn't think we were going to win. I thought that people would react to us like a joke, like they had begun to in Spain. But instead, our song somehow connected with the public, and in a really competitive field, we managed to win, over 24 other contestants. So, this is my song for Eurovisn't. It is infused with the spirit of the South. I'm rendering a tribute to where I come from. I'm also pleading the message of never giving up. And I hope that this experience at Eurovisn't will get people to take me seriously as an artist, as a person, even though I'm an animal.